Good morning again, all. I am back again. This stuff is just not ending, is not ever ending. LA, we saw what happened. We saw the vandalism, terrorism, and all of that. Okay. The the Los Angeles, South Los Angeles mayor and also governor, I don't know. I really don't know what kind of governor that is, and I don't know what kind of mayor that is of that city. I understand that this is a political, thing that they have against our elected President Trump. And a lot of them are afraid of losing power in the blue state. That Trump is trying to get them out of office and also put in who he feel would be good enough for to govern the people of that state, and also the mayor of that city, of what's been taking place in these last couple of days of riots and all these protests. Like, first it started off very quietly, because I said the protests, they started in April 5th, of having these mass protests in all the cities to vote Trump out and to get Elon Musk away from government files or whatever that was all about. But black people were already supposed to be off the scene, stay down, resting, not going out there, because Trump already made it clear that he's going to bring in the militia law, where people are going to have to deal with weaponized police officers to do whatever they have to do, and to, if anybody seem a threat or trying to break any laws, will be persecuted, or maybe even other things may happen. Okay. So when this, I know I spoke about this early this morning, but I got to speak on it and show you a video here that's taking place in New York. But I'm just trying to go slow with this, so that people will get a clear understanding that immigration has been ignored for the last 4 years. So many people have gotten into the United States of America undocumented. Undocumented. And this was done under the Biden and Harris administration, where they brought these people into the United States of America. And this is all about to continue to have control and also power over the American government, over the American people. Now, we were not told, as the American voters, taxpayers, and all of that, because we had the COVID that had came during that time. So a lot of things were like pushed back. And the same thing, I've been having a problem as far as with, how unemployment has been pushed back, because there's been a whole lot of people who received unemployment claims and made unemployment claims and forged and everything else like that. So I'm fighting for that right now. But in the meanwhile, I'm still, trying to get back to work, but I'm still backed up in my unemployment claim. But anyway, you see, this right now, the longer it takes and people resisting and people are putting on these protests, it's costing cities a low, it's going to cost a whole lot of money to employ the military, to deploy the military. It's going to cost a whole lot of money for the American people, because we have to support our military. And this is also going to hurt taxpayers real hard, real hard. And you also got to remember that they defunded the police department during the George Floyd protests. and everything that took place in Michigan or wherever that's supposed to have taken place at. See, that tells you I don't get involved with all of that stuff. I hear about it. I might talk about it a little bit, but then I move on. Okay, because I really don't know all the details about what happened in the George Floyd situation. Okay, I know there was a situation the police supposed to had they knee on the neck of this guy and caused him to die due to those reasons of resisting arrest and being put to the ground, and the police officer had his hands in the pocket. And I'm gonna tell you like this: when it comes to going up against the law enforcers, a lot of these are people who are trained, unhinged, whatever, military. Most of the time, they unhinged military guys. They go through sometimes that PTSD or whatever they call it, and that's why they always protected by the um the law and everything. That's why the police are always seen to be protected and always in the right of when they kill and when they choose to kill or whatever, because they got a lot of stuff that they get in them when they've trained in the military and what things to do. Now, there's some things you could look at if it was military caused by some military, reason or whatever. And then there's some things you could look at and say they just did it because they did it out of the evil and the cruelness of who they are as human beings. But I have family members who's military, so that's how I know, because they get unhinged and they get crazy. So I stay away from them. You know what I'm saying? I really do. They have to go under some medication, and they have to go under some therapy to get them back, stable again, because they get very unhinged. So I'm just saying, like, when you telling people this stuff, they out there throwing trash cans at the police officers. They out there, violating curfew or time. A protest should not be going on in the night hours. Like, now that the hours are changing here, and it gets dark no at least by 9 o'clock. Now, a protest should not go on from mid afternoon, in the afternoon, morning hours, or whatever you want to say, from 11 a.m. in the morning or 10 a.m., whichever time you might choose early to do your protest, because it should never take place that a protest should take place in certain times of the day or the evening. It should never go on until 6 o'clock in the evening or 7 o'clock in the evening. That, especially during these summer hours, you want to have your protest, your time should be limited. Okay? You want to have your rallies, your time should be limited. You pick a place, you have your rallies, you walk around the block and everything with your signs or whatever. You could do that for a couple of hours, maybe 2, 3 hours. This is costing a whole lot of money. And guess who's going to be hit for it? Taxpayers, because you got to pay for the damages that were caused by these people. You're going to end up paying for the salaries of the military, and also the police officers and a whole lot of other things. So you got to take all of that into consideration when you're doing these so-called protests, and especially when people start to destroy other people's property. You destroying people's businesses. You destroying city property. You throwing trash in the street and doing all that. It takes money to get all of that work cleaned up, just like those people did in LA. All the money that it's going to cause for the damages that those people cause, with the graffiti being cleaned up off of the buildings, with all the broken things on the sidewalks of breaking the sidewalks up. People not thinking like that. They just want to be out there making noise, throwing trash cans, throwing police officers, throwing things at the police officers, spray painting. Those cars got to be replaced. That costs money. Everything is going to hit taxpayers so hard in these cities for what the damages that these people are causing. And the money it has to cost to house these people when they be arrested and go to jail, that's going to also hurt people in taxpayers' money. So think about what you're doing by calling yourselves about this immigration stuff going on. Trump made it very clear to the United States of America, to the American people, what was his policies on immigration. He spoke on that. Kamala wasn't clear with you because this is how the Democrats play with you. This is how they play with you. Even God Himself said you have to follow the law. And I'm so glad I know Jesus. All of this is hurting everybody. Whether you are doing the right thing or the wrong thing, but it's going to affect everybody. So, we as American people who are speaking for the United States of America, we wish this stuff will stop. That people, if you're going to do this stuff and if you want to protest, please do it with decency and in order without being disruptive and disorderly and lawlessness, breaking and stealing property. And the price of things is already high enough as it is. And it's just going to put more and more on the backs of the working people in America, the working class and the working poor class of people. We can't afford to have this because we are going to be affected by it and it's going to hit us hard. I'm going to show you this video what took place in the evening of New York City of them with this going out here protesting, but this ain't protesting. This is rioting. This is disruptive behavior. And these police officers here standing with the uniforms on with the guns and stuff in their hand, these police officers, they were ready to do some shooting. Cuz this is how it's becoming so out of control for them. And they getting tired of trying to fight off all these millions of people that's being disruptive on in the city, and that throwing trash cans. It's going to cost garbage can workers and everything to come out in the middle of the night to get this stuff cleaned up. People getting called on an assignment to clean up, and guess who's going to hit? It's going to hit them hard in the pocket. In the pocket. Let's look at this video. Now, is it necessary for them to be doing all of this? This is going to cost us money. This is going to be, oh my God, you think things are bad now as far as with the economy? This and how people are right now suffering here with their money and stuff, and how things are so high and the cost of living is so high. This is going to cost the city so much money in taxes to get this job done, to get all of this work done and the cleaning done and everything that they throw in trash cans and doing all of this stuff. Go home. This is in the middle of the night. You should be home with your children or just home in your house safely. But this is unnecessary.
Hey, the guy in the drum right there. Let's get him. Guys, the guy with the drum. Get the guy with the drum. The guy with the drum. If anybody grab him. Bro, this is crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold you. This is crazy. Do not fucking touch me. Do not touch me.
Is that necessary to be throwing a garbage can like that and could hit some innocent person that just passing by? It ain't got nothing to do with this. This is not protesting. This is not protesting. These are lawbreakers. These are lawbreakers, troublemakers, agitators. This is really sad, y'all. This is not funny. This is not funny at all to destroy the cities like this and everything because it's going to hurt these people later. A lot of people are going to be complaining and crying and screaming. This is why. Everybody got to get involved and tell them to stop this. Stop your families or whoever, your loved ones, if they involved in this, tell them don't go out there being destructive because we're going to pay. The good are going to suffer along with the bad. You can see now these police officers are tired. And you can see now these police officers are tired. It's wearing them out. They're going to just start hurting people. And I mean seriously, fatally hurting people because that's how bad it's getting. You see? You see what I'm saying? You see how he pulled out that gun? He ready to shoot. These are the unhinged ones. The ones in those military gear. They ain't playing. They are going to start shooting and killing. And guess what? It just might be an innocent person caught up with crossfire. That's why I say if you can get home and soon while this is going on, you coming from work or whatever, stay away from it. Stay away from it all. Don't even stand there to look and take photos and pictures. Just go home and be safe. Look at this. And those ain't no rubber bullets. Those are not no rubber bullets.
Stop that shit. Shoot that shit, bro.
When it gets dark like this ain't no protesting. This is not protest. This is vandalism. This is terrorism. This is acting crazy in the street and all, not making all that noise and nonsense going on. New York is bad as it is, overcrowded with people living in the city of New York, and being that it is one of the sanctuary cities with a lot of undocumented citizens, I mean illegals living there.
Yo, tear gas deployed by the ICE federal agents, I guess. Chambers and Church. Tear gas, big scene.
People at night are out eating, having themselves a night, a late, whatever, dinner, meeting, or whatever, and hear this nonsense going on. And these poor people just might be the ones injured in all of this mess. People can't go out and then just enjoy the 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 evening or whatever this noise going on, and somebody's going to get hurt, and they're not going to stop until something seriously happens, and it's going to happen. So the warnings are out there. When Trump is already deploying all these Marines and getting all of these police officers out there to start using more force. And the best thing for anybody that's the mayor of that city and the governor is to work along with for the protection of the people. They need to start saying it's a curfew now. Anybody out there will be arrested, or if anything happens, you've been warned. You just been warned.
Get on the sidewalk. Get on the sidewalk and get on the street. On the sidewalk. Get everyone on the sidewalk. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Together. Where did y'all come from? But that's walking.
Those crazy police officers are going to start really doing some damage to people because they are wearing them out, and they just like, okay, enough is enough. This is what we got to do. We have to start using more force, and it may become deadly.
You disgust me! You're tough, right? You're tough? Traitor!
What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Traitors! All of you! You guys come this way. Let's get on the sidewalk and we're all under arrest. Let's go.
Look at all that trash they threw out on the street. Look at all that trash. Look what has to be done to get this stuff cleaned up. Look at this.
They wish they could be at a college campus shooting kids instead.
Fascist fucker!
Fuck you, you fucking pig!
Clarification, just smoke bombs.
You fucking larpers! Why are you hiding your faces? Fucking uncover your face! You can stop those people of shit! Uncover your face!
Okay, y'all, that's it. That's it. I'm not gonna do no more. I'm not gonna do no more with this because I just wanted to just point out some things that's taking place right now with these people out here doing this this person that, I mean, the military is out there, and I just want to be in peace. I don't want any of this stuff coming to where I'm at. I just wanted to stay away because this is not good. This is not good at all for the American people, and especially for your safety. And the children and everything else going to get caught up in all of this stuff. So these people are being very irrational. They are very irrational right now, and they acting out of control. So with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna go because I just wanted to just bring some things to your I just wanted to just bring some things to your attention of what's going on. God bless America. That's right. God bless America, because this doesn't have to be. People just should just trust the process. Let these people do their job. If they have to remove people that are not supposed to be here out of the United States of America, so that we can live our lives normal again. This is a war going on, and nobody want to be in the crossfire of any of these bullets that's going to start flying out here with the military, because these people are trained to do what is necessary to control the crimes and the things that are happening in these cities. And your mayor and your governor should be out there telling the people, if you're going to protest, do it at a certain time and go home peacefully. Do it peacefully. This is not a peaceful protest. This is not at all peaceful. You're looking for war with the police and with ICE and with all this military people out here. You looking for war with the cops. You fighting up something you're not gonna win without dying, being unalived. If you're gonna protest, do it peacefully. Go somewhere peacefully. Do your walk around, whatever you want to do. You have a right to do that, but don't be throwing trash in the street. Don't vandalize people's property, and don't be yelling and screaming at the police and throwing things at the police, because you're just going to make matters worse. You're not going to make it get any better. It's just going to get worse. And believe me, the people who are the people that are living here as immigrants, that came to the United States as immigrants, they're following the law. They're not out there. These are just socialist activists or whatever, troublemakers and instigators. They're not in the betterment of the people. They're not. Because if they were, they wouldn't be doing and behaving the way that they are. If they are really for those people that are ICE coming for, then they wouldn't be behaving this way. Because all they're going to do is turn up the heat on these soldiers, and they're going to become unhinged. Okay? So with that being said, let me get out of here. I love you guys. I'm saying this with love, peace, and be safe.